Mad Wolf here, and yeah, I did say that I wasn't going to do videos anymore, but I've been seeing a lot of things with gaming that it's kind of annoying, and I do think that it should be addressed. I just shut the cat outside. First of all, the one thing I will say about me not really doing videos anymore, it's a time issue. It's a time issue. It is a I'm not getting paid issue. And as you can see, I have an entire shelf missing. And that shelf used to have our Nintendo 64 and Sega Dreamcast games. I had to sell those just to pay bills and all that stuff. I was kind of hoping. Yeah, really? I was kind of hoping that my art and books would help, but no, they're not. So, and the people who seemed interested, once again, they did not follow through with their purchases and stuff like that, which is very upsetting. Anyway, so talking about upsetting is the modern console war. Now, I did a video back in the day talking about the console war of the 90s, which Sega versus Nintendo. It's like 10 a.m., so don't judge me for drinking coffee, okay? I'm tired and I'm raising a kid, who's luckily is with Nicole right now. But yeah, so in that video, I actually said I grew up with a Sega Genesis. I do acknowledge Sega Genesis games are a lot more fun than Nintendo. Unfortunately, I do feel PlayStation won the console wars of the 90s. Spoiler alert, I just ruined that video. Sorry if you haven't seen it. It's an old one. My voice is not very well projected in that. But yeah, and I do praise the Super Nintendo on several occasions. And the thing is the games that were made for both the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo were different. The modern console war is annoying. What it is pretty much, it feels like Nintendo can do no wrong, even though Nintendo is not really seeming to do anything. We have not really gotten, a quote, a new Mario game. Instead, we're getting the Mario movie, which the voice actors, I'm sorry, I'm thinking they picked the voice actors because of popularity. If they switched around the voice actors, you know, they made Jack Black say Toad, or I don't know some of their names. There's that Richardson guy, I think, Richardson or Stevenson. He plays Shredder, and the big fish dude from Lilo and Stitch, but they're having him be Magic Koopa. Once again, I don't know these names, okay? It's the little short Magic Koopa always shoots the PlayStation symbols at you, okay? But, yeah, if they made him Bowser, oh, I think he would have been a way better Bowser than Jack Black. And what I seen of the trailer, they washed the voices in like a synthesizer kind of deal. And so it's like, why'd you even get these actors? Well, it's because of popularity. But if you switched around these actors, they would have been more fitting. And Chris Pratt doesn't seem that bad as Mario, but he just kind of seems And I don't know, I don't hate Chris Pratt like a lot of people do, but I do. I just feel like, Charlie Day, I'm actually really looking forward to seeing Charlie Day play Luigi. And like I said, I really like that actor that plays the Magic Koopa, the D's Turtle. It's the same guy as Goro from the 95 Mortal Kombat, for crying out loud, and you have him playing Magic Koopa.
Shang Tsung is a great sorcerer. The wise cultivate his favor. Those who challenge his power become his slaves.
Yeah? Well, I haven't seen any of them around.
You fool! You know nothing. He enslaves souls.
So... Oh, and then you have Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I'm Donkey Kong, give me a banana. Isn't that funny? That's funny, guys. Yeah. Can I get a banana now? But yeah, Nintendo seems to be really pushing this. And, you know, I like the Minions movies. The Minions movies were good, so... I don't know. I'm just like, Nintendo, once again, where's my goddamn Metroid Prime 4 that you announced back in 2017? Why I bought a Nintendo Switch. And the truth of the matter is I don't think we're getting it, not until the next Nintendo, if we get it. Instead, we got Dread, which feels like a Game Boy game or a 3DS game. It does not feel like it needs the Switch. Which raises the question, why did we even need the Switch in the first place? Because honestly, my favorite games on the Switch were... Most of these are Nicole's, by the way. But, I do like Mario Kart 8. Oh, wait, that's a Wii U game. I do like Donkey Kong. Oh, wait, that's a Wii U game. And I do like Super Mario 3D World. Oh, wait, it's a Wii U game. Oh, wait, this is a retro game. The only one that I feel is new, this is an Xbox game that I have on PC. The main reason I got that one was for Adrian when he grows up. So, computer games kind of suck. Okay, playing on the keyboard and whatnot. Which, where am I looking at? There's something else. Basically, the one game that I have gotten for the Switch, it is a Switch exclusive, that I do really like it, is Pokemon Sword. Do I ever get to play it? No. I'm too busy watching the kid, and quite frankly, what Nintendo's doing, I just cannot stand. Once again, we haven't had really a new Mario game since Odyssey, and when I first saw Odyssey, I'm like, this is Sonic Adventure from '99. What the hell are you doing, Nintendo? This is the exact same concept as Sonic Adventure. Let's have cartoonish characters that known from the 80s and the 90s in a full-on city with humanized people, with cars, and I'm just like, Sonic did that on the Dreamcast. And I'm not saying it's a bad game, but I'm like, I'm not interested in this. This does not grab my attention like Super Mario Galaxy did. We have not had a new Donkey Kong. We have not had a new F-Zero. We have not had a new Star Fox. We have not had a lot of things from Nintendo. Even Metroid Dread, which I'm like, I really just don't care for this game. It's just another 2D Metroid game. It's not doing anything new and different for me. It plays a lot like Samus Returns. Return of Samus. I think it's Samus Returns. For the 3DS, which I was never a 3DS fan. Because I'm like, I don't know. I just never got into the 3DS. I never got into the DS. I never got into the whole dual screen thing. But it does. It feels like, wow, you guys, seriously? And Metroid Dread was apparently worked on since the frickin' Game Boy Advance, because it was going to be a follow-up to Metroid Fusion, and then it never happened. Well, then 20 years later, we have this other company, Mercury Stream, develop it, and Nintendo puts their name on it. Because it is a Nintendo game. And I'm like, no, this, guys, Nintendo is better than this. Nintendo can do better than this. For crying out loud. So, I was not alive during this time, but they saved the video game industry from the whole stupid video game crash that Atari did back in like 82, 83. You know, with E.T., anybody on YouTube will tell you, hey, yeah, the great video game crash with E.T. and all these Atari games that they were just flooding the market. Nintendo's not doing really anything, and there's speculation the new Breath of the Wild, which was the last Wii U Nintendo game, but the launch title Switch game. But the new Breath of the Wild, it looks like it might be the next Nintendo console, because people are debating that the Switch is not powerful enough to do these things. And I don't know, I'm just like, it has been well over 5 years since the Switch came out. So, even when the Switch came out, I remember 2016, 2017, the biggest selling points on it that people were saying is you could play Doom on the go, and I'm like, this is a watered down version of Doom 2016. You could play Skyrim on the go. playing games on the go? Do you really want to embark on this whole epic quest while, walking down the streets of, I don't know, New York, Frisco, whatever? You're on the bus. Oh no, I gotta play Skyrim for 30 minutes. I can never do shit in Skyrim in 30 minutes. Maybe long trips, like, say, you're going to the beach, you're going to your grandma's out of state, or, something like that, when you're driving for hours. Yeah, I get that. But playing Skyrim on the go, playing Doom 2016 on the go, Doom 2016 makes more sense because fast-paced action, but still, it's watered down graphically. Doom is Doom because it really was a game changer. And then it's like, oh, here's a watered down version of it. Cough, cough, Super Nintendo, cough, cough, 32X. So that sucked. Oh, hey, here's Diablo 3. Now, I personally don't hate Diablo 3. That was another one that everyone was advertising shit for when the Switch came out, was Diablo 3. I really do not hate Diablo 3. It is fun to play 2-player with my wife. Once again, we can't do that because of having Adrian in our life. Because everyone is attention on the baby. Well, a lot of my friends, I shouldn't even say friends. I don't really have many friends anymore, but acquaintances, former coworkers and stuff that used to love playing Diablo, hated Diablo 3. They felt it was too easy. It was not Diablo. And now he's crying. He's in the shower with his mom, but it's time to get out of the shower. But anyway, that's my feelings on Nintendo. Is they used to be a game changer. They used to really have some some quality and some effort, and now it's just money grabbing. And everyone's like, oh hey, but Nintendo's so great. But it's like, were you alive when Nintendo was great, or did you start playing Nintendo around the GameCube? Which a lot of people hated the GameCube when the GameCube was new. Everyone wanted the PS. Actually, at that time, everyone wanted the Xbox. I don't even really know why. Well, Halo was popular on the Xbox. But yeah, I'm like, Nintendo, you used to be really good. And your games used to be really good. Mario Galaxy, once again, the reason I liked it was so different. It made me nauseous playing it. And I hear a lot of people who played Doom 93 for the first time had that same experience. And that was cool. The video game making you nauseous. But Nintendo used to give a damn about their games, I think. And now it feels like they don't. They care more about, hey, the Nintendo 64 expansion pass, which also has these Sega Genesis titles. And it's an additional $50 a year. Which, yeah, for a subscription, that's not bad, $50 a year. But we already are paying that for the basic subscription. So it's going to be, what, $70 a year? How about we combine the subscriptions and, meet in between $30 a year? That's still not that bad. That's less than $3 a month. But Nintendo used to care more about their games than they did about their business, I think. Maybe that was just me being naive and 90s kid, but, I think they used to put out more quality games. I understand quality over quantity, but once again, Nintendo 64 was a quality system. There was very little games for it. Like, my Dreamcast collection was bigger than my 64 collection, but the games were really, really good. The Switch, I'm like, I don't see the games being really, really good, and most of the really, really good ones aren't really new Nintendo. Like, I don't care about Splatoon. And I don't know, I should try Splatoon at least, but, where, even Bayonetta, isn't Bayonetta developed by Sega? I think it was it's not really done, and people are having issues with Bayonetta 3 because of the voice actor, but I'm like, I'm not even going to get into that. We're just going to move on, because that's how I feel about Nintendo. Last thing about Nintendo. Their Super Mario theme park actually is a pretty good idea, but I don't want to go all the way to Japan to do it. Now, maybe I'm misunderstanding that, but yeah, if it's only in Japan, I'm probably never going to take Adrian to see it. Unfortunately, that's all there is to it. As far as the Mario movie goes, I'll probably watch it when it comes out and pay $2 to rent it. But I really like the 91, 93 Mario movie with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. Mostly because at least it was different, and they really weren't afraid to be ballsy with making it different. That's it. Nintendo, I'm done with that. So let's talk about Xbox. This is the last Xbox I have, okay? I don't play it that much. I do enjoy it. There are games on it that I do enjoy. Those are the few games I have on cases. This one I mostly got for Nicole, because honestly she does like fishing. Okay? I'm not a big fishing fan. I mean, it is cool. The Xbox 360, that's not the price I paid, by the way. But the Xbox 360 can play original Xbox games, most of them. But I did not buy that. That was actually a gift to me from my history teacher, which was pretty cool, okay? And the reason he gave it to me was because he thought the Kinect was going to help get him fit and get him back in shape, and he just didn't have room for it. I mean, I have the Kinect right back there with the PlayStation VR thing, and I have to stand all the way back here to play it. That is how much space you need for that little thing. The PSVR needs about this. That's like the optimal PlayStation VR. There's the VR head camera stand, by the way. But, you know, let's talk about Xbox. A lot of people right now are fanboying Xbox. And me personally, the reason why I don't have an Xbox One or an Xbox Sex, yes, I'm going to call it the Xbox Sex because it's literally the Series SX. So, Sex. The reason why is because there's really no reason for me to have it. I considered getting an Xbox One when it came out instead of just the PS4. The reason being is because the one game for it that I really, really wanted an Xbox One was Killer Instinct. They made it for PC. I got the full version for PC for $40. I didn't have to do extra download codes or anything like that. I got the full experience for $40 on PC. Forza Horizon, I think I have Forza Horizon 4. It has the Lego Champion expansion thing that I have for PC. Gears of War 5, I have for PC. I don't have a reason to buy an Xbox One. I mean, even Halo 5, I'm pretty sure they did for PC. I'm not a big Halo fan. You'd think I am because I have Halo and Halo 4 here. But no, I never could get into the Halo games. And I did that mostly for Adrian when he grows up. And honestly, I mean, they're okay to play every now and again. But I'm like, it's not a game I want to play all the time. I don't even want to put an hour into playing Halo. I don't play online. I don't enjoy the toxicity of other gamers. I have to mute everybody when I do play online. But yeah, for me, I'm just like, there's literally no reason for me to buy an Xbox. Even the Kinect. I liked the idea of the Kinect. It is a good idea, especially for sports games. Like, actually, it's one of my favorite games on the 360 is Kinect Sports. I love playing the soccer. I love playing table tennis, which is ping pong. I mean, I like playing the volleyball, but it's just very hard to do with this room here, and especially with this being covered in children toys. So, yeah, I'm gonna jump on this toy motorcycle right now in here. That sounds fun, doesn't it? So, but here's my problem with Xbox. Okay, so Xbox is owned by Microsoft. Microsoft cares about business. They don't necessarily care about gaming. You can tell with the games that come with Microsoft Windows. They do have good games. I mean, like I said, Super Lucky's Tale I have on the PC. It was an Xbox game. They acquired Rare, who we know has done Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye. Snake Rattle and Roll Battletoads. What the hell happened to the new Battletoads? That is not Battletoads. That is not the Dark Queen. I did not even buy the game. I'm like, no, get it right. Jet Force Gemini, that is actually a rare game, and it is one that I do miss from the Nintendo 64, selling the Nintendo 64. Let's see, what else? Star Fox 64 was a game developed by Rare. Star Fox Adventures is a game developed by Rare. To be frank, if Nintendo wanted to bring back Star Fox Adventures, I guarantee a lot of fans would want to see a new Star Fox Adventures. And especially with Zelda being so different now, that Star Fox Adventures, it would be cool to see a new game playing Fox McCloud. Maybe even Crystal, maybe Falco, you know. The technology is there, you could play multiple characters. But yeah, Rare's done some really good things. Conker's Bad Fur Day, a lot of people liked it. I found it boring because nobody would shut the fuck up and nobody would speed up their sentences. It's always, hang on, I got a thing I gotta take care of. Come back here, you little shit. Okay. Got away. Gotta catch 'em all right.
Make a good entrance. Is this going to be important?
Professor. Welcome. I have a job for you. As you can see, the table.
The table, yes. So, you spilled the milk again. Oh, that's not good, not good. Let me have a look at it for you. Yes, I think I see the problem. I will see what I can do. She must give me a moment, though. I'll come back later.
Don't be too long.
I'll be as quick as I can, sir.
Because you know what happened last time.
Only too well. Only too well. I'll go now.
I don't want to have to get the duct tape out again.
Yes. Wait, no. And I don't want you to get the duct tape out again. Goodbye. Goodbye. Duct tape? I'll give him a duct tape. Asshole. I'll come down here, I'll show him what the duct tape is, I'll show him where to stuff it. Stupid. All I do all day is trying to sort his stupid problems out of the asshole. I hate it. Anyway, so what were you?
Oh, he's baby 8. He's not even baby anymore. Hey, yeah, guys, I just got out of the showers. Yeah, Dad's doing a video. Yeah.
So, alright, I'm gonna pick you up. So, you know, the thing with me and Microsoft is, you know, it's funny because I remember when Bethesda was purchased by Microsoft, and I saw on Facebook, here's Nicole, here's Mom. I remember seeing comments, hey, this means we're gonna get quality control. I'm gonna use this clip from Vinny of Vinesauce, and this is the last time I saw a trailer for, the hell is that space game that Bethesda's doing? I really don't care what it's called, but yeah, this is the trailer of that.
No Todd Sky. Now, it looked pretty good. It didn't blow me away, but there was some cool stuff in it. What blew me away was this.
We're not just here to shoot the bad guys. We're not just here to shoot...
Dude's face is on backwards. The first of, I would assume, very, very many glitches was caught on camera in the trailer. As someone who's played a lot of Skyrim, this is very good. I'm excited about this. 1,000 planets of permanent spine damage.
So yeah, we're getting bugs still. Microsoft doesn't mean quality control. Actually, if anything, it means the opposite. The Windows 95 bugs, Windows 98 bugs, the Windows Phone bugs. You know, Windows means bugs. Microsoft means bugs. Microsoft means money. That's what Microsoft cares about. And for me, once again, I'm just like, you know, they have the Game Pass and everything and all this stuff, but I'm like, I just don't care. If I want a game, I will buy it. I mean, and then if I get a subscription of it, well, then I'll get rid of the hard copy. But yeah, if I really want a game, I'd buy it. If I don't want a game, I probably wouldn't buy it. If I just want to try something out, yeah, I might look around Game Pass or PlayStation Plus and see what's available. And sometimes I'm surprised about games, but Microsoft doesn't care about games. And the one thing I will say that's really cool about the Xbox is backwards compatibility. And I will say that, you know, there are games, like for example, the PS5. It will not play games from PS3, PS2, or PS1. You do have to re-download these. This is something you have to do. Now, with the new PlayStation Premium Plus thing, you can actually download PS1 classics, PS2 classics, PS2 remastered classics, PS3. You can stream PS3 games. I don't understand why they are doing that with PS3, but the option is there. The original, the reason why I don't have an Xbox, an original Xbox, is there are a few games for it that I do like, but I don't know if I ought to buy an entire system for these. They're RoboCop, Toe Jam and Earl 3, Dino Crisis 3, and Mech Assault 1. These are not compatible with the Xbox 360. None of them. Mech Assault 2 is, which is weird. Mech Assault was one of the launch games for the Xbox. It was one of the ones that got me really excited for the Xbox.
Here comes 80. Yeah, camera sees you, little boy. Camera also sees Yin Yin trying to get that string wrapped around your foot. Mr. Shy Bashful getting caught on video camera.
But the reason why this upsets me so much with fanboys and...
Yeah, I got the House of the Dead remake. I always grab this game. I don't know why. I don't play it. I don't watch it. I have this on the Nintendo Switch. Which we also have for the Sega Saturn. This is my cat Wishbone. He's a cool cat, but sometimes he tries to scratch me because he's an angry Siamese. He's a very scary cat, okay? That's it, guys. That's all I wanted to say. There he goes.
But it upsets me because I do see a lot of fanboyism wanting Sony games on PC and Xbox, and they're saying it's not fair. And personally, I don't think it's fair. Microsoft is buying Activision. They're buying Bethesda. They're buying, buying Bethesda, they own id Software. And I've been a fan of Wolfenstein since Wolfenstein 3D. Everyone knows that. I've loved Doom. And honestly, Doom 2016 I really enjoyed. Doom Eternal threw in way too much story and just cutscenes, and it needed to focus more on the action. I really liked the environments. I really liked the weapons. I liked how a lot of things were redesigned, but I felt the story was just bullshit. And I'm just like, classic Doom is literally your survivor when hell is invading and survive.
Oh no, it's not a survival horror game because even though there's monsters and you're surviving it and you're beating the shit out of all of them, Doom is not a survival horror game. All horror games, you're surviving the horror. It just depends how you do it. But what really agitates me right now, and this is dragging on way too goddamn long, it's a 30-minute video, is
it seems like today a lot of people are attacking Sony. They're attacking the PS5. They want games that are exclusive to the PS5 to be also on PC and other systems. And me personally, I'm like, why? What does this tell me about gamers today? Well, let's see. Halo is not on the PlayStation. It won't be on the PlayStation. Quite frankly, I don't really want it on the PlayStation. I'd prefer Killer Instinct. I'd prefer Perfect Dark. I'd prefer GoldenEye being back on the PlayStation. I don't want to buy a new Nintendo. I've already ranted enough about that. And I certainly don't want to buy another Xbox. And I really don't want to pay $3,000 or whatever for a new graphics card. And then like all that RAM and all that stuff. So then 6 months to a year later, hey, something new has come out and your PC cannot play it. So, you know, when I think about PlayStation, I think they do care about their games. I think when it comes to their business, they're actually caring about like the people they hook up with. The PS5 I bought because of exclusives. Gran Turismo, Kena, which I think wound up going to PC, and that made me mad. Returnal, Ratchet and Clank. So we're already at 4 exclusives that I did want for other systems. And then there was the PlayStation VR concept to it. And yeah, I kind of screwed the pooch on that one because the PlayStation VR is more PS4, and it does work on the PS5, but I have to wire it. It's all weird. So I got an external hard drive here to play PS4 games because the internal memory isn't enough. But I have this wrapped around so it connects to the PlayStation VR headset. Or this is the processor. You got the camera here. Well, this takes up all the USBs. So I had to buy this to charge controllers. And here's my other controller. Let's go ahead and just charge that. But yeah, I had to buy these external USB charging dock things for the controllers because I did use up all the cable slots back here. And to make things even worse, there's a new PlayStation VR coming out. Yay! But that's not going to be compatible with the classic PlayStation VR games. Mostly because the technology is different. So I understand this. I understand with the PlayStation VR, if you come behind the TV, you can see the Move controllers. They use those little glow balls to actually detect orientation. Whereas the new one, it's actually going to be more motion controlled, more gyroscopic, etc., etc. So, kudos to the technology. That's why I like PlayStation. That was another one. Horizon Zero Dawn was re-released for PC. I never really got into that game, but I know a lot of people really liked Horizon. And having it ported to PC, it just takes away from Sony and PlayStation. Yeah. So, Xbox doesn't really do that. Neither does Nintendo. Nintendo will shut down fan-made projects. Nintendo has copyright claimed my videos in the past, actually, when the Wii U was a thing. Yeah, you can watch those videos. They probably have ads, and Nintendo is getting the ad revenue. So, I do feel Nintendo shits on their fans, which I don't care about the ad revenue, I really don't. I do care that they put a copyright claim on one of my painting videos because I used fan-made music that used the da-da-da-da-da-da tone. And it was a Mario-themed character that I was painting, but yeah, Nintendo wanted ad revenue from that. They didn't care that I was really like the character or wow, this person did a really cool song with our music. No, they just wanted to be paid for it. Well, when I wanted to be paid for stuff, People said no. So that was my art, that was my books, all that stuff. Not getting into that again. And this is why I want to be paid, so I can help take care of him. People said no. Microsoft makes me mad because, once again, the Kinect was a good idea. They're not doing anything with that. They're not doing anything with VR. They're not doing anything to kind of bolster gaming, I guess, to see advancements or anything like that. One of the things I really thought was cool about the 360 is that any 360 game anyway, you can't do this with the original Xbox games, but any 360 game, you can listen to whatever music. It didn't have to be specific games, it didn't have to do anything. And the PS3 had to have specific games play music at specific times. So that was a really cool feature. Did that make me want to buy an Xbox One? No! I don't really know anything, technology speaking, why I'd want to buy an Xbox One or an Xbox X.
No, don't fight. Don't fight me.
So, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's why I like Sony. I'm not really a Sony fanboy. If anything, I would hope Nintendo would pull their heads out of their ass and actually make something decent. Because honestly, it looks like Nintendo sales, stop getting in front of my feet, but it looks like Nintendo sales are actually dominating Sony's. I believe Nintendo has won the console wars of the 2010s. I will flat out say Nintendo's done that. Am I happy about it? No. Because most of their games that really drew my personal attention were from the last system, which tanked. And it shows me people don't care about the systems. Or I don't know if they really... I have no clue what the hell this is. You know? That's what upsets me about the modern console war. They care more about the companies than they do the games and the systems. And I thought the Wii U was okay. I really thought it was an okay system. Okay, you're like... This is what he does. This is why it's hard to do videos, okay? He launches himself off of me. And yep, you were doing that and you were caught on camera and it hurts my arm. So here's Mom. Alright? But that's my take on the modern console wars. Nintendo versus Sony versus Microsoft. I believe Nintendo has won the console wars, but do they deserve it? No. I believe it's all because of fanboy-ism. And Nintendo does have good games on their system. I don't think the system itself is very good. When I heard Doom Eternal was finally ported to the Switch, when I heard Doom Eternal was ported to the Switch, I'm like, the PS4 could barely do this. It had to be re-upped to the PS5 to play it smoothly. What the hell are you doing putting it on the Switch? So, he's getting very restless. This video is 40 minutes long. Have a good day.